so very far behind. Fly away, skyline pigeon fly towards the dreams you've left so very far behind. For just this skyline pigeon dreaming of the open, waiting for the day, and he can spread his wings and fly away again. Fly away, skyline pigeon fly towards the dreams you've left so very, so very, very, very far behind. Ayun. Magandang gabi po at umaga kung nasa po kayo, ayan, sa inyong lahat. Today we are going to think about growth. No, growth is really, really important to each and every one. So growth sa relationship, we need to mature. Growth sa work, and of course sa business, and of course as we live our lives and enjoy our journey, growth is really essential. And let us all listen. So we can learn how to live, love, and be inspired here at Soundscape with Coach Belle. Ayan, meron po tayong guest from Toastmasters, and before we introduce them, I would like you to watch this short video.
Toastmasters International is a nonprofit organization that has helped millions around the globe build confidence with public speaking. Since 1924, our Learn by Doing program will give you improved communication, public speaking, and leadership skills, all while building confidence for your next big presentation, whether it's in person or online. From those looking to change the world to those just looking to give a boost to their career, we know how to help. Build confidence in you. Visit toastmasters.org/find to connect with one of our over 16,000 clubs, meeting online or in person.
Hey, again, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And of course, welcome to Soundscape with Coach Belle. I have a very special guest. Ayan, sila na po ang mag-i-introduce sa kanilang mga sarili, and they are going to tell us what they are currently doing while they're doing the one called Toastmaster Club. Ayan, we'll start with Ma'am Tish.
Hello, good evening everyone. I'm Tisha Timbang. In Toastmasters, I am a distinguished Toastmaster. Kumbaga sa martial arts, siya yung black belt. And later we will discuss more about that. But outside Toastmasters, I am a marketing communications practitioner, specifically for the energy industry. And I also have business. And currently, I am part of Awesome Toastmasters Club. It's a club in BGC, Taguig City. And with me here is my dear and fellow leader in Toastmasters. Over to you.
Yes, hi, good evening everyone. So I'm Ana de Guzman, and along with Tisha, I'm also a Toastmaster. I'm a Toastmaster for 2 years. I'm serving as an area director under one of the divisions of Toastmaster in the Philippines, Division N. Apart from that, I'm also an operations manager who works at night. I'm a mom of 3, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I have an online shop, which is actually available at Lazada and Sorry, can I say that? Lazada and Shopee.
Ayun.
But yes, so, thank you.
Ayan, maraming salamat. Can we just keep sharing the live? Ayan. So, tonight, I invited them because it's really interesting that apart from their busy lives, meron pa po silang ibang ginagawa. This is not only doing this for themselves, no? This is something that they also encourage other people to be part of that. Is it a club or organization?
Organization.
So it's an organization. Before tayong magpunta dun sa Toastmaster per se, ano ba yung personality nyo kasi this is Toastmaster is actually a help to develop public speaking skills and also leadership skills, no? So pero nung bata ba kayo, naisip nyo ba na magiging ganito kayo, or are you an introvert? Let's start with Miss
Yeah.
Tisha.
Nung bata ako, actually hindi ako introvert, no? I mean, when you bring me to a place, I would be the one approaching people. That's why my introvert friends would really hate me. They don't want to be part of that circle or table. But when I was still young, I would normally join contests because my mom was a public school teacher and we were in the same school. So I would join the declamation contest. I was part of the Glee Club, and we were also part of the Dong Dong Ai. Back in the 80s, meron, pag dumadating sila, President Marcos, we would dance, we would sing. So it's really, I was enjoying the life of an achiever, and performing was part of life. But when I was growing up, when I was a college student in LaSalle, I realized that there were other people better than me, and that gave me that consciousness, hindi pala ako magaling. Tapos nung nag-work pa ako, dun ko nakita na may mas magaling pa sa akin. So the insecurity crept in. So that's when I realized I really needed something to help me boost my confidence. I'm not really that super shy, but I wanted something to help me boost my confidence. So Toastmasters came in 2006 through a friend. So that's when I started joining Toastmasters.
So parang you're already on the personality na on the go, pero
Yes.
you want more.
Yes.
Parang yung feeling mo, parang nandun ka na doon sa status na you're on the go, but you want to reposition yourself na parang kailangan meron pa akong ibang skills na matutunan na naka-align siya, na mas organized siya.
Yeah, parang syempre dumadating yung point na you don't just look at yourself, but you are in a community of learners. And siguro yung personality ko rin na I'm into advocacy. So if I wanted to do better for the society, then I have to make some improvements of myself. And the way to go is to improve my communications and leadership. And when I started joining Toastmasters back in 2006, that's when I had breakthroughs, personally, and also with the projects that I work in. I was more confident and was able to interact with different people, particularly with the big wigs. Yung mga pag nagbo-board meeting, ganyan. Hindi ka na yung parang, sir, ito po pala yung, hindi. You are confident.
Okay. So, Miss Anna?
Ako, when I was young, I can say, hindi ko naman masasabi na parang shy type ako. Natawa si Tisha doon. Kasi I love dancing. Yan, you know that.
Sampo.
Ganun. I love to dance like pag may mga barangay events, school events. Number 1 ako dyan palagi. Makita mo yung face ko. But I'm not eloquent or I'm not good in public speaking. Magaling lang ako sumayaw. Yes, confident ako doon. Pero hindi ako magaling magsalita. So growing up, like I remember when I was in high school, di ba, meron tayo sa mga paperworks, may magpe-present ka. There was a time na talaga na blackout ako in front of the class. Hindi ako makapagsalita, I froze. And then I told myself, I don't wanna do that. Like parang I can help at the back. Parang doon na lang ako sa likod. I can do paperworks but not the talking part. And then when I was introduced to the corporate world, so I was given a chance to be a trainer. Alam mo naman, pag trainer ka, kailangan maboka ka. But of course,
spontaneous.
Yeah, spontaneous ka dapat, and you get to have the buy-in of your audience, or else, of course, you will lose them. And then that's when I started coming out. Like I knew I want this, I need to do this. And then when as I grew my career, like nagkakaroon ako ng promotion, naging leader na ako and all. And then the pandemic comes. Yung dumating na yung pandemic. So ako kasi, I'm a believer of a lifelong learner. I'm passionate ako sa learning. Nung nasa bahay lang ako, confined ako sa four corners of my room. So kaya hindi to pwede. Gusto ko may matutunan ako para yung mga subordinates ko, may matutunan din sa akin. And then, later on in life, once you're already gone in the corporate world, matanda ka na and all, meron ka mapapass on because I always believe in the power of multiplication. So, pag minultiply mo yung skill mo, even to a younger ones, mas magiging maganda yung life ng natin lahat, di ba? So, and the people you work with will also be happy kasi meron silang nakukuha sa'yo. And that's when I joined Toastmaster. So, nauna yan sa corporate, sa office namin. So, una, observe ka lang, nahihiya-hiya ka pa kasi kilala mo sila eh. So, parang nakakaya. And then, I went out to the community. Naghanap ako ng community na malapit sa akin. And then, I looked for the best in the Philippines. Kasi syempre, if you wanna be the best, you have to be with the best. So, talagang hinanap ko yung number one. And I'm so proud to say na I'm still a member of two clubs. One in the community club and one is the corporate club. And both of them right now are competing the number one.
Ah, really? So there's a competition?
Yes, may ganun kami. Kasi may program kami. So meron kaming parang modules, may mga programs kami na kailangang aralin. So dapat yung mga members ng club, dapat lahat kayo nag-grow. Hindi lang yung leaders. So lahat ng member, bago or luma, dapat lahat kayo nag-grow. So how do you do that? You have to help each other.
Oh, here comes the leadership. Kasi the first objective is to develop public speaking, no? Ayan. Pero this is actually personal, no? Parang are you trying to learn something just for you to be able to learn it or something na you can brag about? Kasi parang feeling mo kasi pag may additional learning, this is something that adds me on. Di ba, parang feeling ko nagkakaroon ako ng add-on, yung value ko tumataas or this is something that you wanna just add up yourself because nga sabi nyo is, kasi this is something personal din eh. Di ba, imagine mo, idadagdag mo siya sa task mo bilang nanay, idadagdag mo siya sa task mo bilang may career. And sometimes you want to find life. Parang kailan pa ako magpa-party? Parang gano'n, di ba? So, is it something that you just only want? Kasi kailangan may objective lang. Yung personal objective.
To answer that, she already mentioned about lifelong learning. It's part of our lifestyle. Yung development in public speaking and leadership, it's our way of life, kami ni Ann. And in my case, I've been a Toastmaster since 2006. And ang ginagawa ko ngayon is really paying it forward. And you mentioned, is it to brag? Not really. It's my inspiration or my motivation now is to see the young ones do better than I am doing or what I've done in the past. So, nandun na ako sa paying it forward. So, ano pa yung nakukuha ko? I still learn. Every club meeting or every meeting that you attend, you get to learn new things. And that's what makes Toastmasters really the best community. So, it continues. May mga Toastmasters tayo na 70, 80, nandun pa rin sa club because of the learnings and at the same time, we are in a community, a family.
And kasi I researched yun nga, every parang ceremony ba ang tawag doon, or every time that you do the Toastmaster ceremony, there is actually a position or mga post na may mga responsibilities sila. How does a certain gathering work? Miss Anna.
If we're talking about the meeting,
the
kasi
meeting,
it started with a meeting,
it's
club
meeting.
meeting. Ayan. So, how it works in general, kasi iba-iba, may mga iba-ibang clubs, meron sila iba-ibang strategy because they wanna grow further. But the usual would be, number one, is the table topics. So, ano yung mga table topics? If you guys, of course, we are all familiar with Miss Universe. Ayan. Impromptu speaking, you will be asked a question and you're only allowed to answer for 2 minutes.
Oh.
So, mapapractice mo dun yung how you organize your thoughts, your speech, and how you will get to have the buy-in of your audience within that 2-minute span of time.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's one. And then number 2, one of our favorites is the speech, the actual speech. This is my favorite simply because this is where you will learn, number 1, writing, speech writing, speech organization, and all. Second is you get to share a piece of you that you can leave behind. So you will share stories, moral
you will pick one
lesson.
word.
Yes,
Yung ba yan?
it could be in one word and then you elaborate.
You just pick a topic and then they'll just gonna
Yes.
discuss it.
Yes, for example, you will talk about who am I? You elaborate who are you as a person. And
So
then,
parang yung creativity rin.
yes, the
kasi-
creativity kicks in.
Oo. Pero actually, this is actually good because especially to the young ones or who are really trapped with the social media na parang you cannot separate them from the devices. Kasi I realized when I attended the first time, biglang makiklik yung utak mo. Biglang, meron pala akong ganun sa utak ko na mag-iisip ako. Na akala mo yung isang word is just a word and then you just realize, meron pa palang ibang meaning to and I can share it to you. For example, yung sa Bible, yung wall of Jericho. So sa iba, it's a curse. But for me, on the outside message is, worship actually breaks the wall. So ang nangyari, parang magkaiba kami ng explanation, pero ang interpretation ko is, miracle naman yun. So, when it comes to the process, so for example, do you have like new entries na talagang nag-start from zero? Tagalog talaga yung umpisa nila or may kukwento ba kayo na ganung na scenario na tapos ang ending is he or she ended up parang happy or successful?
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, actually sa corporate right now, so not to brag, but of course to inspire other people. So right now in our club, new members talaga sila. Like they would tell me na, ay hindi ko po to kaya, I'm not confident. But right now, after 6 months, sila nagsasabi na ako mag-host. And it's a good feeling na pag sila yung nagsasabi na nag-aagawan pa ng slot, like ako yung magsi-speech, ako yung mag-host. Kasi yun yung goal mo eh. For them to come out of their shell, yung confidence nila ma-boost. Tsaka yung hindi na nila iniisip yung, ay pa nagsalita ako sa harap ng ibang tao, pagtatawanan ako. No, because your goal is to speak your mind, to educate, to influence, to inspire, and of course, to be a better person.
And is there any case na parang kasi 'di ba, of course English is something na very, hindi ko naman sinasabing racist, pero Filipinos are really parang mas masarap pa mag-English sa Amerikano or sa mga taga UK kaysa sa mga Pilipino na ayoko makinig niya yung is niya are, yung was niya were. So how are we dealing with those people na parang alam kasi natin in the midst of our own self na talagang sa sarili na natin magkakamali talaga tayo because that's not our first language. How we are dealing with that?
Our community, Toastmasters International, we normally claim or say to people that this is the safe space, a safe community where you can be in. In fact, when we give our feedback or evaluation, we do it in a constructive way. So hindi siya yung parang, you're bad at this, your speech sucks. Hindi ganon. Ano siya talaga? It's encouraging. Evaluation is encouraging. And you will be evaluated in different aspects like the way you talk, vocal variety, your body movement, your facial expression. So iba-iba yung tinitingnan natin. And also the content and organization of your speech or the way you have delivered your content, organization, delivery. That's how we look at your material and even you as a public speaker.
So it's not really something that you need to be more emotional. Kasi di ba minsan, if you are, kasi di ba, ako I believe, as a singer or as a performer, we have to have our own style. Of course, we have process. O di kaya meron tayong standards, di ba, na parang, hindi porket bumirit ka, kumakanta ka, yung mga ganun. So, pagdating ba sa public speaking, is it necessary that you look formal or you depend on the crowd or it also depends with the topic that meron kayo?
Sige, let me emphasize that in Toastmasters, we don't encourage people to lose their personality. Oo.
That's
and
nice.
even we don't require them to have American accent. That's
so
not the
hindi
point.
talaga kailangan na
Hindi siya parang BPO or call center na kailangan magaling yung accent mo American or British, hindi ganon.
okay lang mag-F ganyan. Tsaka
Well, that will be called out during the language evaluation.
Okay.
And yung mga pause fillers natin like call out rin yun.
That's
Pero
what we call the stuttering.
stuttering, yeah.
Ganyan.
Oo, may kwento ako about stuttering later about one Toastmaster. But anyway, what we want to develop here is confidence. So if you're able to convey the message in a spontaneous way, so dinedevelop natin yung spontaneity, yun yung, or the other one is brevity naman, yung how concise are you when you talk. So yun, kasi may mga iba na advanced speakers na merong mga beginners, pero we don't really encourage them to be somebody else or to be like the Americans. Hindi yun yung point. It can be, you can be a Filipino English speaker, but the most important part is you develop the confidence and you're able to send your message across effectively, and yung people will understand.
And I love the process na it will be advised to you at the end of the speech. Kasi 'di ba normally parang hindi na kita pagbibigyan, mali ka na sa gram. Ako, my personal experience is mas nadidiscriminate ako sa Pilipino kasi they're really conscious with subject-verb agreement, or kaya minsan kapag nag-English tayo, medyo na ano tayo sa paligid. And Toastmasters is really good when it comes to not letting them feel na they were judged, na umpisa pa lang, paano kayo naging trainer to? Ganito yung English niya, ganyan. Tapos, mali pa yung accent niya, ganun. So, it's a good training din kasi you will be put on an environment na hindi ka madidiscriminate. Is there any experience, Miss Anna, na yung talagang nag-stutter sila at the beginning kasi it's their first time? Worst.
Yeah, yes, there's a lot. Like, they would apologize pa nga eh. Sabihin nila, I'm sorry kasi I'm not good. And I would always tell them na we're not here to apologize. We don't want you apologizing. We're here to help you grow.
So it's a culture din, no?
It's a culture.
It's environment na happy lang.
Oh, yeah. And then, kasi sa amin, sa Toastmasters, that's why we would like you to talk. We encourage you to talk. Kasi if you practice more, you will improve. Diba? You're not just there to sit. Kasi pag naupo ka lang dyan, taga-tatawagin ka, encourage kang magsalita. And then when I started then, I remember my mentor, the first question that he asked me is, what's your goal? Ano ba yung gusto mong goal? So I answered na, I wanna be an effective public speaker. Sabi niya, no, you have to be very specific. And then I told
Where do you wanna go?
Yes.
Yung sinasabi ko sa 5Ps, where's the place? Diba, saan ka pupunta?
Yes. Kasi I don't know pa eh, where Toastmasters would lead me. Parang what will happen to me after this. And then I told him, I wanna host. And then luckily, there's the anniversary in 2 weeks. And then sabi niya, okay, ikaw ang host.
Oh.
Alam mo, I don't know what to do. Sabi niya, it's okay if you don't know what to do. We're here to help you. Kaya kung gusto mo to, let's start now. So if you guys would like to improve your public speaking skills, start now.
Yeah. So, sali na. Okay.
Can I just mention
Yes,
about the stuttering? There is one member here in Manila who joined. Meron talaga siyang illness, yung he stutters a lot. So when I saw him like 3 years ago, talagang
ganyan.
sobrang dami nung stuttering niya. But when I saw him 3 years later, ang laki ng improvement. It's not really perfect kasi syempre it's an illness. But it's a testament that you can diminish or remove or even help yourself change the habit or even i-cure yung illness. So, yun, nakakatulong talaga yung Toastmasters.
Parang may napanood ako nun sa Dharman, yung parang stuttering is a mental illness din. Yung parang if you think that you are stuttering when you say it will stutters talaga. So, it's good thing that you are with the people na napakaganda nilang magsalita, pero you belong. They are not really, hindi ka dito. Parang gano'n. Yeah. And I just wanna ask, before I ask some practical questions about experiences, what's the ladder? So, when you go into it, what's the entry? Ano yung entry mo? So mag-start ka ba as a beginner? So, hanggang naging yung position po, ma'am.
Oo. So, tama naman yung sinabi mong ladder. Ladder is an important word for Toastmasters because when you take the online module, parang sa eskwelahan, but consider Toastmasters like friendly environment kasi hindi tayo mga magkakaklase or may teacher, may estudyante. We're all friends, we're all peers. That's why when we give our feedback, we give it as if we're like friends. Pero yun nga, yung going back to the online module, you start with the foundational. So, makikita dyan, ma-assess mo anong
Pagpasok.
skills mo, saan ka magaling, which ones need improvement, and then you get to identify the skills that you have yung sa second, and then the third part, you're able to learn more advanced principles in public speaking, and then the fifth part, the fifth level, will be integrating all the things that you have learned. So may mga challenging projects on the fifth level. So tama naman, ladderized. It gets more challenging but more exciting.
So the ladder distinguish your position or
Okay. When we talk
sorry, the module.
Yes, the module. I described how it's designed. It's a beginner, and then you get to move to the advanced level.
So while you were studying online, you're attending meeting.
The online is a preparation for you to
Be part of-
deliver the speech. Ganun
Oh,
siya.
okay.
So ngayon, kung ang goal mo, katulad ni Anna, gusto niya mag-host, diba? Well, meron tayong mga module na pwedeng makatulong sa kanya para mas maging magaling siya mag-host. So ganun. Kung ikaw, kunwari gusto mong maging, what is your why for
Gusto-
joining Toastmasters?
Ano, parang I always wanted not to be just a talk show host, but to be like the public speaker with, yun nga, ganun parang TED Talk. Ganyan. I want,
motivational.
pero I want it to be in a box na short pero kumpleto. Ganun. Kasi ako talagang, hindi naman ako madetalye, pero yun nga sabi dun dati, I'm a little chatty. So siguro Toastmaster will also develop me on how I can just compress this in 2 minutes, parang beauty ko. Ayan. And also I wanna know how the position gets. Parang paano ka, kasi syempre pag pumasok, kaya ba sila nandun kasi may edad na sila, or is it something that they really work hard for it? Meron silang pinagdaanan ng mga iba't ibang exam para marating, di ba, magkaiba po kayo Toastmaster. Ano pong distinguished Toastmaster? Actually, napanood ko yung parang yung they really love to be parang sila yung aggressive when it comes to public speaking. So, what's the qualification para mag-level up?
Siguro I would say if you're a beginner, you have to have the will. Yung willingness talaga to accept what's lacking in me, what I wanted to improve, and I really wanted to do this, the commitment.
So, may assignments pa ba yan, boss?
Yes, meron tayong assignments. Kasi you know what, most people, kapag ka na-experience na nila, and then wala yung commitment doon, wala yung, hindi strong yung will nila, tendency is, alis ka na lang after, say, a few meetings, ganyan. Yung parang feeling mo, you get to experience it already. So, yun yung sa beginner. Dapat meron kang ganun. Kasi later on, as you progress, so say 6 months to 1 year, marami kang matututunan dyan. And even if it's virtual, you can attend international. So you can attend UK, US, even the countries, as long as you can understand their language.
Yes, so all over the globe
Yes.
talaga ang Toastmasters, no?
Yes.
And of course, here in the Philippines, we wanted to, kasi ako, ang goal ko talaga ay more and more on 2024. Yan ang, ang
Yes.
goal ko ngayon. So, yun din ang natin dumami.
Yes.
And
So, kung magta-travel ka within the Philippines, so for some people like me, ang kasama sa itinerary ko is anong club ang pwede kong puntahan na available sa schedule ko. Kunyari, travel ka sa Cebu, ganyan. So, may Cebu Toastmasters, ganun. So, pwede mo lagay sa itinerary mo, so you would get to learn their culture and a lot more. And then after that, so, meron din kami mga leadership opportunity. Now, this, you need to have time. Of course, if you want to learn more, you have to invest more time.
Is it a separate table?
Yes, and it's
parang-
voluntary kasi we're not paid
Oo.
in doing this. So, kailangan talagang kung gusto mo siya, like for me, I'm now an area director. I'm managing a few clubs within BGC and Palawan. So, yung area na yun, kailangan matulungan mo rin silang mag-grow. So, yun yung parang role. And then we
Expand.
also have the division director. So, yung division director namin, yun naman nag-oversee sa mga area director. And then moving up to a different or more leadership roles. Like, merong club growth director, may mga sa program quality, merong mga sa vast of opportunities. So, endless talaga siya.
Pero the norms is when you join, you can just start joining it online, 'di ba? May mga
Yes,
group.
you can observe.
And then when is the time that you are allowed to join on a face-to-face meeting?
Anytime.
So parang may announcement, may face-to-face tayo. There's a certain meeting. Is it something na they require that dapat may distinguished Toastmaster, dapat may entry lang, may ano, or they can just start on their own, walang occasion, magsasama-sama lang sila, may assigned lang, ganun.
Of course, they have to be members. There's a membership fee, ano. Pero kasi ang Toastmaster, it's really designed for working people. So yon, there's a corporate club, like what she's part of a corporate. You're both part of a corporate club, and there's also a community club. So medyo may difference. Pero let me just emphasize about the mentoring. Talking about growth, for you to maximize your membership in Toastmasters, you have to make sure that you are being mentored by a seasoned, long-time member of Toastmasters.
How are you gonna be assigned?
You
When you
can-
join, someone will just initiate?
I remember when he was approached by his mentor, important question is, why are you here?
Ayun
So-
nga, is it someone they pick? Parang, papasok ako, Coach Belle will enter the Toastmaster in this district and then I will pick someone or they will pick me?
Assign.
We will be
It's
assigned.
oo.
Okay.
So, importante na malaman ng mentor kung ano yung why mo. If you want to be a motivational speaker, then the mentor has to help you with your journey. I mean, from the very start, at the onset. Para alam mo kung saan pupunta yung
Journey mo.
sa Toastmasters. So, kung gusto mong if you want your public speaking skills to go in leaps and bounds, your mentor can challenge you by asking you to join a speech contest. Because for me,
may competition.
may competition.
But it's a friendly speech contest naman.
Yes, friendly. So you begin in the club. This is like your family. And then once you win the contest in the club, you move to the area. It's like the barangay. So once you win the area, you move to the division. This is like your city. And then after the division, you move to the district if you win a division.
Ano yun, parang one win lang?
Yes,
Level up. One win level.
Yes.
Oh,
And then the district, that's the country.
And bibigyan po kayo ng specific team? Or yun pa rin yung anything
Oo, kasi there are
goes?
four categories. You can join the impromptu, table topics,
Yeah.
humorous. You can also join
Humorous. Kailangan
the evaluation if you want that. And then the last part is the international, which the competition is held worldwide. So yun talaga that's why we become the authority in speaking. Yun talaga fini-feature sa Forbes, New York Times, the competition, world champion of public speaking.
So, syempre, hindi naman tayo puro learning lang, di ba? Dapat meron tayong progression. So, when my brother started to teach at TESTA before for call center, short course, hindi lahat gusto namang mag-call center. Yung iba naman is masaging confident sila maging manager ng fast food. So, is there any success story na parang they join Toastmaster and they become someone, feeling nila mas na-promote sila, they are more confident, or feeling nila hindi sila makakapagtapos ng isang course, pero is there any success stories na parang sobrang nag-mark sa inyo na testimony na ang laki talaga ng progression niya pagdating sa buhay?
We have a lot but we are proof of, we are the living examples of the successful speakers. Not in monetary, not that, but yes, you can say that somehow. Pero meron akong kilala na dati siyang nag-work sa 7-Eleven. Parang nag-janitor pa nga ata siya. Pero nagamit yung Toastmasters as a way for him to improve his public speaking skills. And he now owns his own company for training and development. So maraming ganon sa Toastmasters.
Pero syempre, hindi naman siya overnight.
Hindi siya overnight. Took him years.
Yes. Ma'am Ana, ano po yung sa tingin yung, wala naman ba siyang timeline? On when you can, or talagang minsan merong, wait lang, parang 2 years ka na dito, pero parang ganon ka pa rin.
You can take your time. I mean, your learning is yours.
So, hindi issue
So,
yun na
hindi
parang
issue
sabi ni
yun.
mentor, parang ang tagal na natin dito.
Ay, hindi.
So, parang walang pressure.
Walang pressure doon.
Pero
Pero
na
of
kasi
course,
karamihan busy yung
oo, Kapag idle ka na, say, mga 3 months, kakamustahin ka namin, oh, what's happening to you, ganyan. Is there something that we can help you? Baka kasi, yun nga, yung like what I've mentioned earlier, baka na-bore na siya, baka hindi niya nakita yung benefit, hindi siya nag-grow, hindi siya bibigyan ng opportunity. So you as a leader, as a member of the clubmates mo siya, dapat tutulungan mo siya na ma-achieve yung goal niya. So, yung question mo naman kanina, may naalala ako na isa. Kasi meron akong narinig na speech before na dati nahihirapan siyang makakuha ng work. You know, kapag nag-in-interview ka, di ba, sa HR.
I'm panic, ganyan.
Oo, nagpa-panic siya, tapos hindi niya na alam. Tapos after the interview, hindi niya na rin alam kung ano yung sinagot niya. Like, ano ba yung sinagot ko doon? Parang gano'n. And then later on, in-invite lang siya ng friend niya sa Toastmaster. Akala daw niya yung Toastmaster is magto-toast. You know, parang parang mga gano'n, parang inuman portion daw. So, sumama siya. Gano'n. Tapos nakita niya yung impromptu. Tapos parang sabi niya, parang sa interview ba yan? Tapos, attend lang siya di pa siya nag-member until such time na nakita niya na nag-i-improve yung friend niya. Tapos siya din parang na-encourage siya kasi nakakarinig siya ng mga success stories, ng mga struggles, tapos yung how they became successful after that. Tapos eventually later on, nakuha niya yung dream job niya kasi na-apply niya yung pattern na ginagamit namin sa impromptu.
Siguro pattern and confidence.
Yes, yun.
Kasi syempre, di ba parang kapag interview, yun nga, parang naiisip ko lagi, yung Filipinos are really conscious when it comes to grammar. Kasi minsan, kahit ako, I'm taking in calls, I really don't mind about my grammar. Kasi ang gusto ko lang naman, maiparamdam ko sa kanya kung ano yung concern ko. Pero, at least Toastmaster is guiding you, giving you the checklist kung ano yung mga kailangan mong malaman. And, how about you guys na parang sobrang busy nyo? What's the parang naisip nyo na sobrang struggling na you are doing a responsibility in Toastmaster at the same time you're a super woman sa bahay and sa work? Meron ba kayong experience na parang talagang wait lang, parang lunod na ako?
Yesterday we had a club meeting and the theme is Strong 2024 for the start of the year. And one of the quotes that was given in the impromptu portion was, every day you have to face courage. And talking about Toastmasters, you know, amid the busy schedule in work and in business, the way to show your courage is to make sure that you affirm and you commit to what you have the promise that you have committed to Toastmasters. So what is that? By attending the club meeting, by performing a role, doing a role, whether you are a host or a table topics master or evaluator, you need to show up. That's what courage is all about. So every time, especially for me, I've been a Toastmaster for more than a decade, 2006 pa, diba?
Akala ko kahapon lang. Parang hindi naman halata.
Yun, 2006 pa. So, the struggle really is to raise leaders. Hindi ka na dapat yung gumagawa ng mga dirty job, the little details eh. So, yun. Pero, iba-ibang level eh. Sila, yung mga beginners, new members, they will need to show up and get engaged. Tayo, as the mentors and advisors, we make sure that all of them are engaged and doing their job. So you oversee. So there will always be struggle in different level. But in my case, my commitment is to really see the young leaders in my club and the division do their jobs well.
Pero what, were you doing it simultaneously while you're being a woman or an individual? So how about juggling it with your job, with your daily life? Is it something that kailangan talaga naka-insert to, or meron talagang time na parang lunod na lunod ako kasi nga I'm an individual, I'm a mom, I'm a entrepreneur, I'm an operations manager, there's a lot of pressure, ganyan. Meron po bang gano'n?
Yeah, every single club meeting. Kasi may business, you manage people, and you have deliverables. And mamaya club meeting na. So ano uunahin mo?
Ano to? Online?
Hindi siya online,
face-to-face.
on-site siya.
Talaga.
Face-to-face siya. So it's a commitment. And when you make a commitment, there's effort on your part, your time, your resources. So commitment mahirap. Parang relationship lang,
Yes.
diba? Ganyan din sa
A
Toastmasters.
relationship. Mga audience relationship. Si Ma'am Ana.
Sa akin, ang ang goal ko kasi talaga, so una personal. Later on, I'm a mom of 3, as I'm seeing my children, I don't want them to experience what I've experienced when I was still studying. Yung ayaw mo nang magsalita. So my children get to see me speaking in public, doing keynote speeches and everything, even joining a contest. And then they would ask me, bakit ka sumasali sa ganyan? And then I told them, because I want you to learn also how to be an effective
Setting an
public
example.
speaker. Oo. So I was happy kasi little by little, like tomorrow, my son was selected in an essay writing contest. Tapos kanina yung anak ko first
Yes.
public speaking skill siya sa school. So I was so happy kasi yung tagal ko na sa Toastmasters, like 3 years na, going 3 years na, nagbubunga din siya through my children. And I'm seeing them very confident sa harap ng iba. Not like me when I was a kid, na talagang ayoko nang magsalita. Parang ganun.
At least, diba, we are setting them an example. Yung parang, kasi ako lagi kong sinasabi sa mga dati kong ka-work na, yung nag-work ako sa food industry, when I was handling a team, your kids will always find a hero in their lives. Paano kung hindi ikaw yun? Kasi hindi pala niya nakikita sa bahay yung example na gusto niya. So, yun, parang it's a good news na parang ganyan there. And how about, you mentioned earlier that there is a community and a corporate. What's the difference? I mean, is it the same module? Is it the same pattern? How is it different to each other?
Well, the community, it's a group of people joined together with coming from different companies. And all walks of life.
So, pwede rin yung mga retail, yung mga mekaniko, or
As
yung
long as you wanna join.
Married, lolo, lola, yan. Pwede, anyone can join a community club. But in your case, since you belong in Real Page, is a corporate club, only the employees are able to join.
Okay.
Oo.
So, parang you expand all throughout the Philippines, and we expand all throughout Real Page. Parang ganun.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes.
So,
And in our case, it's Awesome Toastmasters Club. It's a multiracial club, meaning kahit anong lahi. There was a time we had the Finnish, Polish, Indian, Chinese.
so dito pa sila sa Pilipinas.
They're in
Nagkaroon-
BGC kasi may mga
So,
multiracial.
meron din tayong stories na gano'n na people from other country used to develop
Yes.
their personality because of the Toastmasters. Parang sa Pilipinas pa kami nakadiscover ng gano'n.
Yeah, meron kami niyan. The Indian guy, although he went back to India because of illness, but this is where he discovered Toastmasters. And the moment he discovered, like 3 months later, he already joined the speech contest. That's how competitive he was.
And you mentioned about a fee earlier. So, is it something that they pay every meeting?
No naman. 6 months of membership is $60. So that's about 3,400. Yeah. Yun. And then if you are a new member, there's additional one-time payment of $20. So $80 for new member. But when you continue, because the membership here is not just for 6 months, it's continuous. When you continue, you only get to pay $60.
Ayan, meron po tayong ipapalabas na short video about Toastmasters.
Oo nga. Hirap.
Uy. Ayan. So, can you tell something about that, Miss Anna? The video that we just played.
Yes, that's a division where we belong, Division N. So it covers Taguig and Palawan.
But you are in Cavite.
Yes, I'm from Cavite. So, actually, yun nga yung sinasabi ko, vast yung opportunity. So, this is our division director. So, sabi nga yan dyan, it will help you continue yung journey mo. If you wanna learn, if you wanna lead, whatever it is that you wanna do, as long as yung goal mo talaga is for lifelong learning, then why not join? So, sa BGC kasi mostly corporate clubs. So, yun yung maganda na investment ng mga corporate sa mga employees nila. Like, if you wanna create a leader within the company, then Toastmaster is one way for you
Is
to
the
build
key.
leadership. Oo.
Yes.
Kasi that's yung slogan nga namin where leaders are made.
And that's nice because you are not developing just a human being, no? You are developing a leader, and there might be someone that will lead the country in the future.
Yes, who
ganyan.
knows?
So is there any, because you mentioned when we are talking, Miss Anna, na there are beauty queens and there are people from the food industry who actually, can we name names na they are from Toastmasters?
No, we have, most of them are business owners.
Business owners.
Different. And we have the top corporations in Toastmasters. Like we have the Bounty Agri Chooks to Go. We have the Accenture. We have most of the companies in the Philippines. There is a Toastmasters club in the company.
So ibig sabihin, they are the people who actually started na hindi talaga sila hindi sila ganun ka-successful. May mga ganun ba tayo parang wala talaga silang yung kagaya nun sa 7-Eleven that we can name names na they are really parang utang nila kay Toastmaster yung nangyari sa kanila. Or is it something that they just develop themselves dahil na-promote sila sa work because yun nga.
I think yun yung gusto kong mas i-capture kasi the testimonies of employees, the
So we
ordinary,
have time for the testimonies.
yeah, ordinary employees. The reason why the companies would enroll or ask them to be members of Toastmasters,
So
the companies.
The companies pala are
Yes.
the one encouraging
Because this is really designed for working people. No, ang ginagawa nila, pinapasok nila yung mga empleyado kasi hirap silang mag-explain ng point nila. Lalo na yung mga technical people like the IT, accountants, nagkakaroon ng struggle lalo na kapag kaharap na yung mga boss. Parang ano na sila, they become timid and their confidence is super low. So when you join Toastmasters, through regular practice of speaking, you become more confident because you have the competence. Yun.
How about yung era? Kasi di ba, for example, in your generation, sa panahon ko, this is the Toastmaster. Parang, are you also open to communicate with the Gen Z and the millennials about what they are actually suggesting na we can do this so we can improve? Because the generation or parang naboboring na ako nang kaka-attend ng meeting. Can we do this something para maging icebreaker? Is it something na you talk about?
Yes, you can do a lot of theme. Pwede kang magkaroon ng theme actually. Yun yung,
Pwedeng ang topic na 299 ring, ganyan.
Pwede ganon. And you know what? For the Gen Z, di ba mahilig sa mga AI?
Yes.
Toastmaster also use AI. Meron din kami AI sa website. So they can utilize that as well to evaluate their speeches. Tapos yun, minsan naka-Hawaiian kami. Minsan,
themes.
Oo, may mga theme kami. Tapos yun nga, minsan naka-dress up kami ng kung ano man. Tapos we also do book review. So we will assign a book. Tapos yun, pwedeng yun yung pag-usapan nyo.
Parang ano yun, on the spot, magtigisa kayong book? Or it's an assignment that they will just...
It's up to you. If you wanna have your own book or you wanna use one book and then you will all discuss about it. So the creativity is...
Yeah. Let me just say that the founder of Toastmasters International, Dr. Ralph Smedley, said that it is when we enjoy while learning that the learning is retained. Ano nga yung exact na? In moments of enjoyment, learning happens. So that's my paraphrase. Pero yun. Kaya we make our club meetings creative and fun so that the learning is retained.
The learning is something that they don't find it boring. Kasi alam naman natin, actually mga bata nga, they can easily access phone. Yung dating inaanak ko, nakatawag agad siya ng hello, Macdo. Kasi parang innovative sila. Yung mga young ones can just easily research, ganon. So, it's good thing then that their skills and what Toastmasters, which is somehow is traditional na nagbabasa ng libro, nag-iisip on the spot, hindi gino-google, ganyan, is collaborating.
Yes, collaboration.
Oo. So, is there any specific age when they can start and when they can actually retire? Or is there any retirement with Toastmaster?
Actually, meron kami yung mga young ones, mga 13-year-old.
You call that gavel.
Gavel.
Really?
Gavel
Yes.
club.
Pwede
Gavel
pala.
club.
Guys, you can enroll your kids.
Yes, we
Yes.
have that. But
Uh-uh.
in Toastmasters, there is a required age, 18 and
18.
above.
Mm-mm.
But there's no retirement. Pag kinuha ka na lang ni Lord, yun yung
Oh,
retirement.
yung ayaw mo na talagang ano.
Mm-mm.
Yun yung
Pero is it something that you actually refrain the Filipinos to get out of the Filipino language? Alam niyo yun, parang syempre most of the time that you're talking is English. So, wala naman tayong objective na gano'n. Naalisin kayo dun sa kultura na Pilipino yung first language. Wala namang gano'n.
We have a club called Pilipinas Toastmasters.
Okay. So we have a different...
Tagalog
Oo.
siya.
Yun naman ang focus mo naman. Public speaking pa rin, pero
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Which is extra difficult for many of us.
Totoo. Kasi may retorika nung college eh. So, medyo mahirap. Meron pa nga kaming sining ng pakikipagtalastas. So, it is something na, sabi nga ni Tony Gonzaga, magaling siya sa Tagalog, pero mahirap. Mahirap kasi may mga word talaga na hindi atin, na pang araw-araw natin. So, we are going to take this chance to invite everyone to be part of a Toastmaster community, and then you can invite them to follow you if you have businesses or something. Ayan, invite po natin sila. Ito po yung camera.
Yeah. Let me just share my thoughts on public speaking. No? There is a Bible verse in Ecclesiastes 10:10 that says, if the axe is dull and the edge is unsharpened, you need more strength. So skill is necessary for you to become successful. What you can learn from Toastmasters is the skill. If your skill set is not really that good in public speaking and communications, and even you have insecurities about your leadership, Toastmasters can help you. How? Because in Toastmasters, we have the Pathways program. This is an online module where you can exercise your public speaking skills because you will be preparing speeches. And there is also... Ako na yan. Alright, so what does that mean?
Ay, di inisipin siya yun, doon siya daw yung nakakailangan.
Siya ang nangangailangan.
Ikaw na yan.
Alright.
Ayan.
So yun. Let me just emphasize that Toastmasters is not the end. It is a means for you to be able to effectively communicate your advocacy. If you are an ordinary employee, you have to be an effective communicator to your bosses and even to your colleagues. So hindi siya yung end all. Yung Toastmaster, it's a tool, it's your means. So kung kunwari active ka sa church, then you can be an effective minister because of Toastmasters. So I'd like to invite you all, if you are a resident of BGC or in Taguig City, I'm inviting you to be part of Awesome Toastmasters Club. We meet every first and third Wednesday of the month at W City Center. This is across the Central Square Mall. And if you want to know more about Awesome Toastmasters Club, feel free to text me at 0917-134-2356. Again, 0917-134-2356. Or you can check our Facebook, Awesome Toastmasters Club.
Ayan, Toast. And through for corporate or syempre sa mga taga-real page.
Yes, for corporate clubs, pero sige ka rin yung community. So again, there's a saying, favorite saying ko to. Nothing is impossible because even the word itself says, I'm possible. So if you think that you're someone na parang hopeless ka na hindi ka magaling mag-speak and all, and English is not my first language, erase natin sa isip natin yan because even the impossible can be turned into possible. Now, and also, what the beauty in Toastmasters is that the opportunity is wide. Sobrang laki that even an hour or two cannot explain it. So, kailangan mo talaga siyang ma-experience firsthand. So, for corporate, for those companies who would like their employees to elevate their skills in public speaking, leadership, communication, you can reach out to us or even go to www.toastmasters.org know about Toastmasters and how you can have your corporate club or your company be a member or be a Toastmasters club. And then for community, for everyone who's watching, I encourage each and every one of you to look for the nearest Toastmasters club in your community. Help your community build better leaders in the future. So yun lang.
Okay. Last question, how far sa Pilipinas ang may mga clubs? Is it until Mindanao?
Yes.
Oh, yes. So they just only need to find it on Facebook na Toastmaster and then your location.
Or Google.
Yes.
Google.
Okay. So wala naman siyang gender prefer na marami tayong LGBT dyan. Yes.
Everybody is welcome.
Everybody is welcome. So I believe that Toastmasters only wanted to give the best and good intention. So yung intention talaga nila is to develop what you already have. Because especially if you can produce sounds, especially with the person that stutters, no, they really wanted to give them not only to develop but to give them good life, better opportunities, kasi communication is really essential and really important sa lahat, 'di ba? From relationships to growing your community, being an individual in the community, and also being someone sa pamilya mo or sa work mo. And I believe that's actually part of the talent that God has given to each and every one, na pwede nating pagyamanin kagaya ng talent na ibinigay ng Panginoon dun sa mga tao na sinasabi niya sa Bible. But I want to share this verse that's from 2 Peter 3. It tells us to grow in grace and knowledge of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So if you know that your talent comes from the Lord, you just need to work on with it, plant more, and syempre hindi for your own benefit but to be an inspiration and to plant for others and for the kids to be inspired na I can do more pala, kahit bata pa lang ako, I can be someone that will be confident speaking with a lot of people. And sabi rin dito, this is not really referring to physical growth only, but growth like you might see from a plant. Rather, this passage is referring to spiritual growth and growing closer to God. So something that we just need to do because we believe that this is a gift from the Lord that we can share. And again, maraming salamat po sa lahat po ng mga nanood. We can actually still share this and we can invite people. Miss Anna, may TikTok ka. your business. Would you like to invite them to check out your selling things on?
Yes, you guys can actually follow Classical Pupi.
So
Yes,
it's more
in
on
Facebook,
mga kids
dresses, kids clothing, dresses, or kids apparel. So it's in Facebook. Again,
Are you the one doing it?
like magtahi? Hindi ko pa kaya yun.
You're just fun of selling it.
Yes.
Selling cute things.
Yes, cutie things.
Yes. And of course, we would like to thank Studio 88 Philippines for allowing us to use their beautiful studio. And of course, we are really humbled here at Studio 88 Entertainment PH. Marami pong salamat sa lahat po ng mga nag-assist sa amin. And of course, thank you po sa patuloy na pag-encourage po sa mga tao dito. And huwag niyo pong kalimutang i-follow po yung aming Facebook page, Studio 88 Entertainment PH. Meron po kaming 3 show dito. We have Soundscape with Coach Belle, and tomorrow is The Inner Eye, and Pop Talk every Saturday. Ayan. So, maraming salamat, to God be the glory, because we need to listen so we can learn how to live, love, and be inspired here at Soundscape with Coach Belle. Bye-bye. See you next week.